What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven. This is Steven in Stereo, and in today's video we are checking out a newer artist. This is Ben Lewis. This EP is called Embers. We're going to check the first two songs out on this EP. I'm going to leave a link to everything Ben Lewis related in the description so you guys can check it out. Ben actually has been a supporter of the channel for quite some time, and once he released his demo, he asked if I would check it out, or his EP. So I'm really excited to be doing that. So we're going to be checking out two tracks. One is 90's Kid, and then the next track is Make Up Your Mind. I don't really know what to expect at all, so this is going to be sick. And let's start with 90's Kid. Always love a good synth moment.
How about another round of heartbreak? Or just a little bit of soul ache?
Ooh.
Cause we're all out here getting fucked up on forever, dreaming like a 90's kid.
Oh, I love that. That fucked up, dream forever, living like a 90's kid. I love the way that it's like, I love the enunciation and also the bass and the voice right there.
Cause we're all out here getting fucked up on forever, dreaming like a 90's kid. All grown up, all worn down.
I can hear like a definite like new wave and 80s influence heavy on this. Not just with the fact that we've got the synthesizers coming up with the but also you've got the like dark kind of vocal inspiration that's happening here. A lot of that plays into the fact that I can tell there's like a lot of bass here in the vocal, but I like that it feels dark like that. That's the thing about 80s stuff, is it was like, even if it was bright, like even if a synth is bright, it feels fucking dark.
In this sea, watch me drown. Alone in the dark.
Woo!
My baby. Oh, will you help me find a spark?
Okay, on a real, like on a production level, I would have loved to have heard a like a vocoder, like a melodyne, like some sort of thing to give like just a little bit more like oomph in this, because I love the vocal, and it'd be so sick to hear it just kind of like really reverb through the headphones. That with like a solid harmony would be sick.
Dancing alone in the dark, my baby. Oh, will you help me find a spark?
Oh,
we can blow our lives up when they turn the lights on.
oh,
And the world comes crashing down. Oh, will you dance all
I love this vocal so much.
with me?
Yeah, that's the only thing that I feel right there. The vocals are so good that they just like having a layer on it, like having some harmony, having some life to it, even bigger, I think would really pull that vocal, because it's so fucking good. And I love the bass in it. And I mean, come on, I love a harmony.
Some crying in the bathroom. Clean yourself up and steal some perfume. Then get back out there on the sticky floor, drink some more, find someone to spiral with.
Woo!
How about some bothering the DJ to put that Tova low on replay? Cause when we're out here we can die in the glitter lights, singing what we won't admit.
Oh, dude, that's such a great melody. Like, I just have to say, Ben, like, if you're watching this, fuck yes, dude. Like, that melody is incredible.
Some crying in the bathroom.
Right here.
Clean yourself up and steal some perfume. Then get back out there on the sticky floor, drink some more, find someone to spiral with.
Woo!
How about some bothering the DJ to put that Tova low on replay? Cause when we're out here we can die in the glitter lights, singing what we won't admit.
We We can die in the glitter light singing what we won't admit. That's what I like. I love that as an outlet, right? Because music is so fucking cool. And so many of us are drawn to this music that we love so much, but we don't realize that we're really just, sometimes it's just a cry for help. It's like all of our musical choices, maybe a lot of it is some of the shit that we're dealing with on our own. So rather than just admitting to it, like in the 90s, we didn't talk about our mental health. Come on. So rather than admit to it, we'll just sing these songs at the top of our lungs and hope that we survive the night. Come on.
All grown up, all worn down.
So such good vocal control.
Got
that low
no
end.
friends
Good vibrato.
in this town. Oh,
Oh.
dancing alone in the dark, my baby. Oh, will you
Yes,
help
dude.
me?
That part right there, like I love the theatrics of your voice so much.
Oh, dancing alone in the dark, my baby. Oh, will you help me find a spot? We can blow our lights up when they turn the lights on and the world comes crashing down. Oh, will you dance all alone in the dark with me, with me,
Yes, dude. Like this is the kind of production stuff I want, especially when you've got that, you know, that 80s, that new wave vibe. I feel like anything you can do in terms of like throwing it in a gate or in a delay or any of that stuff is gonna feed so well.
with me, with me.
Hey!
Oh, we're all dancing alone in the dark, my baby.
Dude, the bass in your voice.
Oh, will you help me find a spot? We can blow our lights up when they turn the
What? You better come back.
lights on and the world comes crashing down. Oh, we'll dance all alone in the dark with me.
Dude, I am a fan of this track for a handful of reasons. First and foremost, I love the lyrics in this, at least what I pick up in it. Again, in the 90s, we didn't talk about a lot of the issues that we had. We didn't talk about a lot of those things that we had going on, but like music was always the escape. Maybe it's probably why so many, I mean, I feel like every generation, you know, obviously loves music, but I feel like when I meet other 90s kids and we talk about music, we relate on a very real level because it's before social media, but it was like after, like you could only get vinyl. So like we're, you know, we got the cassette tapes, we got CDs, we got a way to talk about music. But I feel like the reality is we weren't as vulnerable and open as we are now. So if you think to the throwback of the 90s, being in the club, singing all your problems rather than just admitting them to yourself or to anyone else around you, that was kind of the culture. So I love the lyrics to this, and I like the idea of finding someone else to be on a dance floor to dance all alone, screaming your heart out. I love the bass in Ben's vocal so much, and I feel like one thing that I wish we would have had in this, and I will say that all the way to the end, it was definitely missing, but I want it back. So I would like not back, but I want it, which is I want some like layers. These vocals need some layers. Your voice is so good and it needs some layers. I feel like that's the only thing that's missing from this because this song felt big. Otherwise, it felt like there were a lot of critical moments when those choruses would come in and I feel like you had a lot of emotion to it. I just want to hear your voice go so far. So that's such a compliment because like I love your vocals so much. I want to hear it a ton more in this song. Also want to point out that when I love that delay at the end with the vocals, just again, little pieces like that, putting together that 80s kind of feel, at least for this track, was sick. Yeah, so I'm into it. I hope that we get some more of that kind of sound. But this next track is Make Up Your Mind. Let's do it.
It was just past midnight like a movie. We locked eyes across the room. Just one touch and baby,
This is the kind of like definitely where I can hear your vocal really shine, is in these like dark, like I feel like we've got like a dark aesthetic kind of going on in this track already. There's like something that's obviously a little bit like scary or a myth, at least it feels, with that synthesizer. And I like to hear that deep vocal, because I don't know, it just makes me feel like I'm walking around. It's in the dark and I hear this kind of like haunting feel. I'm into it.
Do you wanna stay the night? It's all we ever do. You're all I seem to do.
Woo!
So don't go if you don't really wanna. Leave now if you're really, really gonna. Still think would be cool for the summer. Make up your mind, babe.
Come on, a little cool for the summer drop there. That's sick.
Leave now if you're really, really gonna. Still think would be cool for the summer. Make up your mind, babe. Just can't get enough of each other. All good when we're underneath the covers. Do you think that we might be lovers? Make up your mind, babe.
Hold on, time out. If you've ever been if you've ever existed in these lyrics before, in the sense that you're with somebody who you guys have such a great time together, when you hook up, it's phenomenal. You got this amazing like physical connection, but it seems like that seems to be the only thing that they want, even though you might be wanting some more, even though you might want a relationship, or maybe you like, I don't know, want to be seen in public or go on a date or whatever. Instead, you kind of feel like you find yourself trapped under these bed sheets is the only time you can really be with this person. And it does make you go through a lot of issues within yourself, because you start to wonder, like, is this all I'm good for? Or, you know, could this person also like love me? Is it possible to just have the fucking relationship and the fucking at the same time?
Been getting this sinking feeling lately. I don't know where you are. Round and round in circles. My thoughts don't get too far. Do I exist to you before you've had a drink?
Woo!
I don't.
Do I exist to you before you've had a drink? Meaning, are you even thinking about me until you get horny? Like, is there any part of you that is even perceiving my existence prior to you getting drunk and starting to think like, huh, I wonder what I could do tonight?
Why it stings. The doorbell never rings. I don't know why it stings. So don't go if you don't really wanna. Leave now if you're really, really gonna. Still think would be cool for the summer. Make up your mind, babe. Just can't get enough of each other. All good when we're underneath the covers. Do you think that we might be lovers? Make up your mind, babe. Not trying to lock you down, just like when you're around. Might be the same in the light of day. Just tell me in or out. Find out what we're about. Come on, babe. What do you say? Don't go if you.
See, I like this because, again, I told you I felt that haunting feeling in the beginning, and you do, because there's this uneasiness within Ben's heart here, right? There's this uneasiness of being unsure of where you're at in a relationship and where you stand. And also, like, because of that, the rabbit hole you're gonna go down and like self-sabotage on yourself, and how critical you're going to be of yourself because you're thinking and reflecting on the words of what this person does or the actions that they do onto you. And so, like, you know, there's this haunting feeling there. And I like that there's this double piece to that where it's like that, but then, you know, the chorus comes in and it's a little bit more upbeat, but it's also just this, like, this plea to just just make up your mind. Either be all the way in, be all the way out, but don't fucking do this to me. Come on. Like, anybody who lived through that, you know, that shit hurts.
Really wanna leave now if you're really, really gonna. Still think would be cool for the summer. Make up your mind, babe. Just can't get enough of each other. All good when we're underneath the covers. Do you think that we might be lovers? Make up your mind, babe. Don't go if you don't really wanna. Leave now if you're really, really gonna.
There we
Still
go.
think would be cool for the summer.
Wait, I'm gonna rewind it, because I really wanted some of this in 90's Kid. So if you ever want to know what I really love, this is it.
Up your mind, babe. Don't go if you don't really wanna.
Oh,
Leave
shoot.
now if you really, really gonna. Still think would be cool for the summer. Make up your mind, babe.
On the real, Ben, that backing vocal right there reminds me so much of Orville Peck, whom I love. So good.
Still think would be cool for the summer. Make up your mind, babe.
Okay. So I love the vibe of this so much. I like whenever you can really push emotion like that in an instrumental, and this has that. I love the vocals in this because I like that low end that you sing in so much, and I really love the end when we started to utilize a backing vocal with an ad lib, and I thought it sounded amazing. You sound a lot like Orville Peck in that spot, which I'm a huge fan of. Honestly, after listening to these two tracks, you have such a great voice. Like, I love the range that you sing in. I'm a huge fan of it. You do a sound that I feel has the ability to utilize so much cool stuff in production. Like, I think as soon as you start to do like a synth pop sound or an 80s inspired sound, I think the best thing you can do in those situations is utilize the tools at your disposal. For example, like even these synthesizers, I love them, but they could a little bit of distortion, a little bit of reverb. It kind of felt like some of the instrumentals feel a little like stock almost. And I'm only saying this on 2 songs. So like, and the reason that I'm saying it, the reason I want to like explain why I'm saying this is because I feel like your voice with harmonies and some layers and a little bit of effect, and not to cover your vocal at all. I fucking love your voice, but more just to match the like match the journey you're trying to put people on. So I feel like some distortion, some reverb, a lot of atmosphere, and just a little bit more because like I can feel the hauntingness and Make Up Your Mind, for example, but like more than just feel it and perceive it, like make me experience it. Like it's more than just like getting the note. And I don't know if you're writing all the instrumentals or not, but even if you are with that instrumental, there's nothing wrong with it. This is all post-production. I feel like your post-production would take this right here and elevate it so much. Like for example, 90's Kid is a solid song start to finish. I love that track. However, the vocal production, there could have been such cool moments. And I love that though, because what a better thing than to have a starting spot in a place that you can build off of when you already have solid talent. So I love that so much from Ben here, because to me, if you have this kind of bass and all you have to do is have producers do different things to not change your voice, but to match what you were trying to execute in terms of overall sound and kind of cohesiveness within that sound, dude, I think this would hit so much harder. These songs are bangers, but I feel like it just needs that little bit of like punch, you know what I mean? And you're right on it. So I feel like with the right production, it's there, because I like these tracks. 90's Kid, I love the lyricism of it so much. I'm a big fan of not only just like the 90s and growing up in the 90s, but also like what it was like to be like in that situation and to maybe be an emotional kid who at this point now we're dealing with, we're in our 30s. we're either going into our 30s or we're in our 30s, and we're processing that too. And I almost want to end up back on a dance floor in the dark, crying my eyes out, screaming my feelings, because that's just where I'm at. So I like that you were able to capture that feeling so much. I can't wait to hear more from you. I'm going to listen to the rest of this EP on my own because I want to check it out more, but I feel like it's there. Like that's the thing. I feel like there's just some missing pieces that are only coming out of the production side of it. If I'm being honest, I honestly feel like if you layered those vocals and just come on, like that is solid shit. So I am definitely so excited for people to be experiencing this. I'm going to link everything I can in the description when it relates to Ben Lewis, so you guys can check all of that out. I really want you guys to go check him out on streaming. He wanted me to check this out a couple months ago, but it wasn't available on streaming yet. I told him, I was like, I want to check it out. It's going to be awesome. But I want to make sure that like, after I check it out, I can at least like, if for people that enjoy the sound or want to hear any more of it, they at least have somewhere they can go to check it out. So I hope you guys do that. At least let Ben know that you guys checked him out over on my channel. Yeah, I love this. Like, this is one of the coolest parts about what I do for a living, is like, it's not just the fact that at this point I've made like almost 4,000 videos in total in 6 years, but it's that I've listened to so much music at this point that like, it makes me so happy to hear up and coming artists. It makes me so happy to even like be asked for my opinion on somebody's song. Like that's a really big deal. It's really hard to put yourself in front of people and ask people to be critical of you. Like it's very hard to do. And I love that people are brave enough to do that. I know that I, for one, don't think I would be, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like I said, please go show Ben some love. I love y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.